Hello, welcome to another Daily Digest video. I'm Ross Merriam. Today I am playing a sweet little standard brew. This is a deck that tries to take advantage of the synergy between Ramanap Excavator and Wayward Swordtooth. And really ramp hard, use the deserts that the other black-green deck that I've seen around in Standard uses, Dunes of the Dead, if near Deadlands. We still have Hour of Promise and the good black removal. Then you have a bunch of Explore creatures between Seeker Squire and Brad Nelson's invitational card, Merfolk Branchwalker, to help you out your land drops. So it's another deck that really tries to take advantage of how many good utility lands exist in Standard, even after the banning of Ramanap Ruins. And we'll see how it goes. This is a fine 7-card hand. We have an early creature that can play some defense, then a removal spell, and hopefully we'll Hour on 5, get some zombies, and from there we'll be off and running. There's a light white splash here for 2 Ixalan's Binding and a Johnny in the main, so I'm wondering if I want to get the plains here. I don't think I do. I think I would rather just get a Swamped and guarantee double black for the Contempt on turn 4. So that's what I'll do with this Evolving Wilds. And we're on the draw. That's unlucky. Ooh, a little Mardu. Little Mardu vehicles. Nope. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm playing the Swamp. I assume my opponent is Mardu. I want to Fatal Push a 2-drop if I can. Then I'll play Squire and then Evolving Wilds on turn 3. We'll probably just play Heart of Kirin and I'll look silly. Legion's Landing. This is a black-white vampires. So they clearly drew the landing this turn and decided to play it over something else. I don't really need to want to push this token. I have a Squire that can block it. So let's play said Squire. A Seeker's Squire. What do we hit? Merfolk Branchwalker. That seems like a fine creature against an aggressive deck. We already have plenty of land drops. Yeah, they have a Fatal Push of their own. That makes sense. What do you have now? Evolving Wilds of their own. That is a sad state of affairs when you have Evolving Wilds in your... Oh, our opponent is black-white tokens. Well, that makes a lot more sense. Huh. Now they get to make a thing. Well, this is going to be a lot harder. They're Abzan tokens, sure. Good chance they have the Vraska if they aggressively got that forest, or their mana is just really set up well. This Fatal Push isn't really going to do anything, so I'm just going to get the Evolving Wilds down. We'll sack it before playing the Branchwalker in case we want to keep the card on top, and set up our Contempt on the next turn. This is probably going to be a tough matchup. Do I like Ramanap Excavator? Probably. This is our way of grinding value. It's another thing to keep these tokens in check too. So next turn I can play Excavator, replay Evolving Wilds. Get another land, then I'll play Hour. And start going ham. No, that's not great. We should probably attack with the lifelink one, right? I'm unlikely to block regardless, but I'm also just not going to... Oh, I can attack on their turn. This doesn't trigger. Okay. They should still attack with the lifelink one. I'm not going to block. This isn't going great. They have their whole thing up. We don't really have any disruption for it. So let's start getting aggro, I guess. Get this Evolving Wilds down. What do we have that's going to be breaking this up? Another procession. Well, now it's real dangerous. I should probably get the planes. I guess I have the Ajani here that can deal with enchantments. And definitely not blocking. Hmm. Huh. I guess I could have gotten a swamp there and killed both the tokens. Maybe that would have been better. And hopefully like stopped the engine. I don't know. Not at all clear. I really just want to try attacking them very quickly, though. We need to get 2 deserts here in order to turn on our stuff. I don't think Scavenger Grounds is going to do anything. Arch is not a desert. So I guess our plan is to just get 2 if near dead lands. These can kill more things. What is going on? Ugh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. So they're going to be able to sack a token and trigger their revolt regardless. So I might as well just block both, and I get an extra token out of the way, and have less life, or have more life. Ugh. Don't think we can beat that. Let's see how they scry. Top. That's also not good. Make 8 or 4 servos, sure. I have 7 mana. Definitely need to get rid of this Caracal. Huh. I can deal with 8 of the 12 creatures with my creatures this turn if my opponent lets me. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. I'm grinding value. That's not very important value. Let's play another Branch Walker. This looks pretty embarrassing compared to what my opponent's doing. Oh, we drew another land. That's nice. Got plenty of those. So they're making minimum 3 servos a turn. And they get to attack with a bunch of creatures this turn and flip this. Yeah, I'm just not beating this. Okay, well, let's bring these in. And these naturalizes. I probably want this card too. I have Ixalan's Binding and Johnny and Vraska, so I actually have a decent number of ways to break up their stuff. Definitely want to cut Fatal Push. I probably want to cut some number of these crappy creatures and bring in more impactful cards. So I have 3 of these that are just bigger things. And I think Squire is better than Branch Walker. I don't really care about getting aggressive, and this, even if I hit a land, can block some tokens. So, yeah, let's hope we can break up their stuff this time. We have good amount of... We have 7 ways to kill enchantments, so... Maybe I was supposed to bring out some Vraska's Contempts too, but they have Regal Caracals, and they probably have... And they have Vraska's, so... I think the Contempts are still fine. Yeah, we have the Ajani. I'm not a big fan of this hand. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan. Don't have a ton of experience in Standard right now. But if I can contain them early with the Ballista and stall till Ajani, then we can get some stuff done. Why did I assume this card exiles enchantments? It just doesn't. Again, just very stupid. I just thought its -2 ability was like Nahiri instead of what it is, which is like Swords to Plowshares. So, not great on my part. Probably should have mulliganed this hand. Get this Ballista down. So what do we even want to draw? Raging Swordtooth would actually be pretty good just to ramp to this Ajani. Because we can just plus the Ajani a bunch and do good things that way. So it's still a good card. It's just not going to be good if we fall too far behind in that time. That's all lands is not good. Bet my opponent's going to crack that Renegade map on their turn and play Hidden Stockpile. Start churning out some 1/1s. Pass the turn. We're not really getting to see a good indication of what this deck does. No, take one. Oh wow, they just got a land, showed me another land, and didn't play their Revolt card. Why not just play Forest Go? Well, I'm happy about that. Naturalize is also pretty good. So let's get in for 1. I could go in and try to get in for 2 here, but if I get Fatal Pushed, that's a disaster. Let's keep playing like this. The point here and there is probably not going to matter. These are not games that are going to be won by inches on that level. Okay, well, I'm going to still do the more mana efficient play here and naturalize on my own turn. Just get a counter here to kill the vampire. Good thing we have this naturalize. Okay. Mushy for 1. Hold up this naturalize. I could definitely see them playing a Regal Caracal here. Which I would be fine with. I get to blow up the procession in response. Ping you. just nothing. That's even better. Okay, let's blow this up. Four cards in hand. Don't have mana for Contempt. They could have like a cast out kind of thing. Do I play Vraska or Ajani? I think if they're going to kill a creature, I'd rather they kill the Ajani, and Ajani's +2 is more impactful. So let's get that one down. Okay, well this game going a lot better than the last one, because I actually had real disruption. Not that you would know it by the hand I kept. What do we hit? 3 lands. No, not. Oh, it's non-land permanent. Okay. They can go in any order. So that's a swing and a miss. And they do have the cast out. But now we can Vraska -3 on the cast out and get our Ajani back. So that's pretty cool. Their own Vraska. Do I just Contempt this? I think I do. I think that's better than Vrasking and getting Ajani, even though it's a little bit less mana efficient. I certainly don't want them to play a procession and make 2 more. Make 2 more things. Pirates. Okay, another land is good for me. Please just attack me for 2 and pass. Excellent. Okay. I, of course, only have 7 mana. So the question is what I do with the Ajani once it's there, and I kind of just want to deal with the pirate because I want to keep the Vraska on at least 3 for next turn. So that's what I'm going to do. Vraska, our Relic Seeker. Oh, I get a treasure, so I can use that to cast the Squire. That's actually pretty sweet. Cast this. And now we are very far ahead. Funny how that happens. Well, I'm kind of sad, actually, that they saw that. But it's going to go into the graveyard because I don't really need it. I wouldn't be surprised to see another cast out here. Nope. I would rather they not have seen this in a game where I'm crushing and then just gotten blown out by it in the next game. Ooh, do they have a Planeswalker here? That would be pretty good. No, they just have nothing. Just nothing. Okay, let's plus our Johnny. Ooh, a Liliana. Yes, I would like those. Or that, I guess. Third Planeswalker. Make a zombie. Mill some creds. Okay, yeah, make a zombie, make a pirate. You know, when your opponent has 3 Planeswalkers in play, it gets hard to win. Okay. So they definitely have planeswalkers. I like keeping in the contempts then. Yeah, I just like how we sideboarded. Let's run it back. I guess I could bring in Doomfall as a 3-mana duress, but that just doesn't seem very good. Sand is also not very good, seeing as we have no colored mana. Play Sam Mulligan as well, and we're on the draw, so that helps. Ugh. If we find a second land, the Squire can help us find the third. This Carnage Tyrant and Nissa just looks so bad. But the games are going to go long. I don't really have any disruption if I don't get to Lost Legacy on turn 3 and take Anointed Procession. If I miss for a turn and they land one, I'm in rough shape. I'm going to keep. Mulligan in 5 is just so bad. Well, it's not really the land we wanted, but I'm going to keep it on top anyway. Can maybe fix our mana later once we find a third land. They also scry to the bottom, so that helps. Playing Evolving Wilds and pass. See how fast their start is. Starting on basic planes is usually a good sign that their hand isn't great. Got a stockpile. A duress. Oh, probably going to take the Lost Legacy, seeing as I'm very far away from casting Nissa. Yep. Probably just looking at our hand, wondering why we have these weirdo cards. Still think they're better than Branchwalker, even though they're probably not better in our hand right now. Yep, taking Lost Legacy. Not great when we are land light to begin with. And we drew a land, so that's good. Now we need green mana, though, so we can cast our stuff. So hopefully we draw some green lands. Green Source into Excavator would be excellent. Anoint your Priest. That's fine. I'm going to Field of Ruin this turn. The question is if I find a Plains or a Forest. Feels like I need to find the Forest and just hope to find white mana later. I'm just not going to be able to do anything without green mana here. I guess I can just wait. Yeah, I don't have to do it now. So I'll see what they do. I'm way more likely to draw a green mana. Getting Forest makes Excavator a much better play, though. Okay, well now I'm definitely finding Plains. I need to find an answer to that quickly or it can run away with the game. I'm going to deal with this Forest, though, because it might be one of very few green sources in their deck. Oh, there's only non-basic land. I should really learn what the cards do. I think it would make me a lot better. This is not the first time I've made that mistake. I'm sure they'll get a swamp. Nice. Well, we can easily get run over right here, right now, if they have something to exploit this anointed procession. Land Regal Caracal would probably do it. That we can deal with. Yeah, gain your life. Okay, land, please. I gotta learn to be more specific with Moto. You know, I keep saying land, drawing, ETB, tap land. Got to learn to be specific. Okay, please give me one more turn to not get blown out. Could easily still have Caracal in hand, just be missing the land here. Well, that's sort of a blowout anyway, isn't it? If I had gotten to binding last turn, that procession would sit dead in their hand. Probably needed to blow up this ballista to kill that, but I was sitting here commiserating about how... oh, wow. Yep, definitely getting punished. Now we draw an untapped land. And we've used our Field of Ruin already. So we can't deal with this Adanto. But we'll do the best we can. But I'm pretty dead. They have like Sheffet Dunes too to make my blocks bad. This Blooming Marsh was just the killer. If we get to deal with that procession, they can't play the other one. Even flipping the Adanto isn't that big of a deal at that point. Yeah, make two things. I have 8 permanents on the board. Yeah, I'm surprised they would transform that, given that they're legendary. Do they really need the mana? I'm at 14. I'm going to end up contempting this Anointer Priest, I'm sure. But I want to get to the point where I'm making progress against this board. Oh, I can Nissa back the Field of Ruin. That is a thing. And deal with the Adanto. That seems like the smartest way of doing things. Do I plus first? Probably not. It's at 6 if they send... No, even if they send everything... If they actually send everything, including the Anointer Priest, then they could get the Nissa to 2. I can also get greedy and try to just get like Carnage Tyrant down as a blocker, and hope to draw a land next turn because that deals with Adanto at the same time. And I also need to deal with the creatures quickly, or I might just die to a Sheffet dude's attack. Because I can go like Carnage Tyrant this turn, hope to draw land, Nissa, Field of Ruin that turn, and then Swordtooth Contempt, and be able to block with Swordtooth. Is that even good enough? If I do go Carnage Tyrant, I go to 13, I take 4, I go to 9. They still have 6 things, assuming they have nothing. Then I untap, I rip the land, I go to 8 to play the Nissa, and then Field of Ruin. I block 2 things, I go to 4. I'm just... I guess if they use Shephet Dunes, I can Ballista one of the vampires and take 8 and die exactly. So I'd just be dead to Shephet Dunes. So how do I not die to that Shephet Dunes? Guess I blew up the wrong land earlier. Should have blown up the Shephet Dunes instead of the Deadlands. I guess I can just Nissa this turn and hope they spend a turn attacking the Nissa. Otherwise, I get a blocker anyway. So yeah, let's just do that. What I really need to draw is Yahenni's expertise. That's what I need. That would be the ticket. I now have the city's blessing. Get this back. Play it. Play it. Did I already play a land? Maybe I did. I don't know. I guess I did. Okay, then. Well, let's hope they have nothing and I draw Yahenni's expertise. Then I might be able to win. Cast out Unbinding is pretty good, but they don't have another way to make tokens. So this actually kind of helps me stabilize. These are going at Nissa. And yeah, there's no way I can protect it. So let's just block one. Get that free eat. They're at 40, which is a ridiculous number. I'm going to have 5 mana after this. Deal with this Adanto. Find a forest so I can play Carnage Tyrant without taking a point. So this is them getting punished for transforming the second landing. Otherwise, this line of play wouldn't have been available to me. Do I deal with the procession or deal with the priest or play Swordtooth? Probably just have to play Swordtooth. I get to play this Evolving Wilds too. And pass the turn, and I assume the last card in hand is going to be really good if they wanted to get this procession back. I still feel very dead because their life total is ridiculously high, and basically they have a ton of draws to just obliterate me. Yep, Stockpile being one of them. Can't really beat that one. I guess I can get them down to nothing with an expertise. I probably need to draw it this turn because of the dunes. take 3 here. Surprised they wouldn't scry a bit there. Now they sack after combat. Well, that's some poor ops from my opponent, but I'll take it. They scry to the bottom. What is going on? You don't get extra triggers. Okay, well, I don't know what's going on, why they keep scrying like this, but I'm pretty happy about it. Let's crack this. So they get 4 tokens here, but we have 4 tokens pretty well contained because of Ballista. Hour of Promise. I have 8 mana. I think I would rather deal with this Priest. Oh no, I can't deal with Priest now because of Stockpile. Well, that's a tilt. Huh. I guess then I want to just Hour and get more mana. Yeah. Let's just get Dunes and Deadlands. I was probably supposed to get Scavenger Grounds, wasn't I? Because now they can sack Priest and get it back with... I'm just not on point today. Yeah, make 4 more of these things, and they get to transform it. Sure, gain a bunch more life. What are they going to Lost Legacy? I can't imagine they care about Carnage Tyrant. Liliana Death's Majesty. That is a card that can kill all their stuff. But whatever, I only have the one. They now have 9 creatures. They sack 1, make 4 more. That's 12 creatures. I can block... 6 of them. Okay, well, not sure why they're doing this. Just throwing away so many servos without being able to transform this. But, you know, to each their own. Get rid of all of these. I hope they just tap out to scry. That would be great. I'll leave it on top. So now there's no reason to keep doing this if you just left on top. Sure, it's going to be the same card. I promise. So now they only have 9 creatures, which is cool. Ooh, Ixalan's Binding, you don't say. Let's play that one. Get rid of the stockpile. And play Carnage Tyrant. I'm so low on time, I probably can't kill them from 57. But we're going to try. I mean, if I find a Yanni's Expertise... Okay, they kept a Lost Legacy, that's fine. Oh, now they have another Adanto, though. I forgot they transformed that. They just Carnage Tyrant? I don't know. These are just cards that don't do anything. Well, now if they tap out for Adanto, I get to tag the Priest now. But it might be a little too late. Okay, I'll kill 5 of them and take 3. I have no idea what the stack is meant to do. Pretty sure I'm still dead. Let's deal with this. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Let's see what they do. Another chef at Dunes. If they go to activate 1 Dunes, I'll put a counter on Ballista and kill 2 vampire tokens. That'll put them down to 10 creatures. I can block 5 of them. Yeah, they're just going ham, and I don't know why they're doing this on their turn, but they're just going to set up 1 big lethal attack. So now I'll use Arch and hopefully dig into an expertise. Or they're doing this. I just don't know what's going on. I should have arched before blockers. So now this attack only deals 2, and I can make it deal 1 less. That'll bring me to 11, and then they'll only have 9. Yeah, I can just block this, and oh no, I'll go to 10, and they'll have 10. And I can, yeah. Okay, block like that. Definitely can't kill them before they finally get to level this thing up. I've always been a little short of that. It's a game I have a shot in. I don't really understand how my opponent has played, but that doesn't really do anything. 3, 4, 5. I still have a bunch of mana, so yeah, let's draw a card. I'd rather just activate Ballista than play that. I mean, they just lost 5. They lost 6 creatures that turn and only made 4. So they dealt 2 damage but lost 2 things, which I'm pretty happy about. Yep, make a bunch more. They're at 1,000,000 life, but if I can... this blocking takes forever. Okay, you've dealt no damage, but you've gained a bunch of life. I think their plan is just to time me out, I guess. I only have 7 creatures that can attack. Let's top that. Let's draw a card. Play this excavator. Play Field of Ruin. Play Evolving Wilds. Crack Evolving Wilds. Get a swamp. Now we can deal with their thing next turn and start making some headway. Maybe I can win this game in 2 minutes. I'm definitely ahead at this point. Now that I have the excavator. Yeah, up to 11 creatures, but I have 8 blockers. What did we draw? Oh, I let that happen. Okay, let's double block one of these. No, I meant to kill this after, but whatever. Deal with that. Minute 40, am I going to have time? Deal with that. Play that. Play this. I guess I don't have another land drop. Play this. I have a lot of damage here. Might have time. Might be able to get there. Ping 1. Ping 2. Ping 3. And attack you for a bunch. But not with that one. I've got a minute. And I have a lot of damage per turn here. They're down to 65. That's pretty good. That's a tilt. Probably can't kill them now. Even though I am still ahead. Because I have this arch. Maybe if I can find a Vraska. Let's get rid of this stop. Vraska might do it. Oh, baby! We have a plan. Make a thing with menace. 30 seconds. Just brick this one turn. One brick, please. One brick. Come on. Yes, that's a brick. Although if they might be able to make a million blockers. 30 seconds. This attack doesn't matter. Just give myself the most time. Okay, they need to make 4 blockers. Really? I can still kill them next turn because I have this expertise. So let's deal with everything. Cast. Oh, I'm gonna time out again. I don't think I'm going to have time. I have 4 seconds. They're probably going to do something stupid to make me waste time. It's just like a stockpile. Now I'm on 0. I just don't have time. Oh. Why? I was so close. I was so close. Well, I needed about 3 more seconds to win that game. I was unable to. I pretty sure I should not have been anywhere close to winning that game. The way my opponent played for much of the end, just throwing away a bunch of tokens, was sort of mind-boggling. So, in a way, it was just Moto taking away the gift my opponent was trying to give me. And that game really got out of hand by the fact that I drew the Blooming Marsh as the 4th land, and so I didn't get to Ixalan's Binding the first procession. I played the second procession off the top, and I just snowballed out of hand from there. So that's a game I probably should have lost. If my opponent was just a little bit more patient, just made a bunch of attacks that didn't really do anything. I guess they were just trying to time me out and just gain a bunch of life, but they could have actually ended the game. And we got to the point where I almost stole it. So close. So close. But not to be. Either way, hope you enjoyed watching that one, and you can come back and see me on Wednesday. Bye.